What's good, Caitlin? What's happening? How is mom doing? What's up, Taz? Not just chilling. Just chilling, chilling, and chilling. Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, I got a funny one for y'all. I was just outside, and I'm sitting out there. Uh, I had a Philly steak and cheese sandwich and a fry and some fries. I was sitting outside. I kept hearing something buzzing. I looked past the back of the truck, and I kept seeing the, but I kept hearing this buzzing sound, and I thought it was my son. And I kept looking, and I kept hearing it, and I kept seeing the bushes move, but I didn't see. All I kept seeing was this thing buzzing, hit the wall, hit the bushes, and kept going back and forth. I said, "No, I'm not gonna stick around this." I got up, grabbed a chair, went, got to the front door, and walked my happy ass right on in. I was not finna stick around long enough. I did not have no weapon besides my hands to fight this thing off. I was not finna play with it. I don't know what it was. All funny. Shoot, I put like this. That joker ran me off. I found I found I found this. So he wouldn't be able to get high off this because he wouldn't be able to hit it hard enough. I've been I've been hearing this like the past few nights. I was hearing, you know how The one bucks make them real high, loud, like almost it's like a clicking, but with the uh, hey, you wouldn't be able to catch too much of a contact off of that. The I kept hearing this like almost robotic, high, hard clicking sound, and I'm looking right at the tree. What's good, Rena? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. And I kept hearing this. It's like an electronic clicking sound, and it was hard and loud, like it was coming through a speaker. And I was sitting there. I was like, man, that's what it is. I've been hearing that. Rena is she's good people, y'all. She's good people. I've been hearing them. It's like it's like a whole bunch of them in a tree. Hey, look, I ain't finna mess with them. They can stay where they at. I am not finna mess with them. You welcome, Rena. You welcome. Rena, I'm gonna say this. I could put a brand new battery in there and it would still do that. There's also a wire. Funny task. There's a wire sticking. That line has the wire sticking out the wall attached to it, and I could put a fresh new battery in it, and it would do that. Like this. I'm finna give me one of them electric stingers. I'm gonna go outside, start swinging like I'm playing tennis, swinging back and forth, swinging back and forth. I'm gonna get the most exercise just sitting in one spot. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you this, Rena. This ear has constant ringing. So when I go to sleep, I don't hear nothing. I tone this ear out to where I don't hear nothing when I'm asleep. And it's because I've played music for so long. I've always sat in front of I, I've always sat in front of speakers. So now it's to the point that I can barely hear. But another thing that's the reason why that's another attachment to the ringing is me having kept having earaches because having moisture in my ear, and it got it to the point to where it's constantly ringing now. It don't bother me. I'd rather be able to hear that, knowing that okay, than not to be able to hear it at all, and there's something wrong with it. Cause it's been times. Cause I hear all types of chirps outside. So yeah, you're right. I am kind of used to it. Y'all hold on real quick, like. I, honestly, I'm gonna say it like this. For some folks, I could understand that. I could understand why that you wouldn't do it. And hey Taz, guess what? I got my clear Kool-Aid. Clear Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, she mad. Wendy is really mad right now. She's been trying to get in the camera and I won't let her. I've been hearing them fight that night. Oh yeah, she mad. She she so trying to cut. She be trying to cuss me out and shit. Oh damn. Hell yeah. That sounds good to the mud right now. I had see, Beautiful J was in the first line. She was doing cabbage, cornbread, cabbage with sausage, shrimp and something else in the cabbage with fried cod and what's good, Chill Will, and cornbread. Oh, okay. The one thing I want to try that I want to do myself, and but the only problem is I've been trying to lay off a lot of starchy shit like noodles and shit. But I wanted to do some buttered noodle, the garlic butter noodles with meatballs. Oh wow. Tell Chill Will tell bruh he is the man. Chicken gizzards. Oh my goodness. Tell bruh he is the man. I'm gonna have to request that. I'm gonna have to make a request for that fried chicken gizzards. Man, I can taste that now. Oh, he welcome. He is welcome. Good shoot. I ain't gonna front. That sounds well right now. Let me have, look. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna read that one more time. Mm-mm-mm. Mac and cheese, mixed vegetables with fried chicken gizzards. Man. That's what I call a yes, a Lord meal. Well, it don't look like nobody else could be trying to pop in. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. You welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and do this story. I'm gonna throw y'all back in my past a little bit. I remember. All right. I remember growing up playing baseball, football, and basketball. I also did a little track, but how the only I played for. Let's see. I played on a team in the summer league for baseball. I played for the school on football, and I did track for school. I did track I was on the track team for school. I did not play basketball for the school because of the fact all the boys is good as far as the dribbling, dunking, but everybody wanted to be like Michael Jordan. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. Say my this is the junior. Wow, what's good? What's good? What's good, Waffles? And my seventh grade year was the only year that the gym teacher, the the the, the gym teacher was also the boys basketball coach. He noticed that I was out shooting his boys on the basketball court, and it was a girl that I grew up kicking it with, playing basketball, and she was on the girls' basketball squad, but she ended up being my teammate. And all the gym teachers did this. They split up. They split up all the class. They split up everything. A league, B league, and whoever if it was too many on the A league, some of them had to come to the B league. Just so happened. What's good, sis? What's happening? So she ended up being on. She came directly. Was my teammate. She had already knew what was going on because she knew how everybody else shoot, and she didn't trust them, but she trusted the way I was shooting. And she leaned over. She was like, let's play. who make the most 3-pointers. I was like, okay, whoever the team is that's against us, we gonna play that. And she was like, okay, cool, let's run this. We had I had that little 5 people running it. We ran the whole B League with no problem. And the funny part about it was, we made sure that our three, which was another 2 other girls and another guy, we made them like, hey, let's run this. Our other guy, he's our center. So he was like, okay, who will shoot the most 3-pointers? And the other 2, I was like, y'all gonna have to play who do the most jump shots. They was like, we could play that. Okay. And he was like, you got rebounds and dunks. And he was like, that's my specialty. We running. Tell me why between me and her, the first game was already over with. All we had to do to be the first to 30. Between me and her, we had already scored the first 12 points. And they was like, say the 12, 15, maybe 18 points is between me and her. Everybody else ended up the rest of the game, rest of the points. They was like, no, they cheating. It was the gym teacher was like, how is they cheating? The whole team scored points. They was like, both of them are 3-point shooters. That's not fair. I was like, between me and her is 12 points, 12 to 18 points. They did the rest of the scoring, and gym teacher was like, so how did they cheat? Tell me why every game went just like this. First to 30, team that loses sits out. What's good with it, vet? How you doing? And we running it. And we ran through the whole B League almost twice. So when we finally get down to where it's supposed to be like a little all-star thing, we sit there playing. The other girl, I got the ball coming down the court. My own teammate trips me. As I'm coming down the court, I tell them, don't run behind me. Y'all stay in front of me. She runs behind me like a goofy and trips me. The other girl, the other 3-point shooter, looked at me and was like, you good? I said, watch. I started, after so long, I got the ball back, going back down the court. I pushed her ahead of me. No, get up in front of me. I need you in my eyesight. And my homeboy is the center on the squad. I was saying, hey, off the backboard. He's in full stride. I sling it from half court. Hit the backboard. He catches and dunks it. And they was like, no, they cheating. He was like, I was like, if they can't handle how we play, they need to get off the court. What's good, B 2 times? And the gym teacher was like, y'all heard him. If y'all can't play, get off the court. We go at it now. We back and forth, up and down the court, up and down the court. I started shooting 3-pointers. My homegirl shooting 3-pointers. Now we're scoring. We're doing like a regular game. But I was like, hey, let's do this. Let's make this really hard on them. We were shooting so many 3-pointers to the point to where the rest of the team was just sitting back. They just sitting there. They just standing there. We shooting. We shooting. We shooting. We already scored about good 90 points in this whole game. And the game is pretty much the whole gym class. We sit there, scored at 90 points. They looking like, dang, they had about good 30, 40, maybe 50 points. The whole time me and her shooting, I said, nah, we're gonna chill out for a minute. Let them score and just make it even higher. Tell me why everybody that scored them from scoring points was like, what's good? I said, y'all turn now. I'm passing. I'm passing. I'm passing. She's passing. And it got to the point. I sent her, he was like, I got the last 10 points. Just make sure you give me my last 10. He got all the way up to 8 points and shot the jump shot just before the gym teacher blew the whistle. No, as soon as that shot went in, I was like, gym teacher, he beat the buzzer. You gonna have to let him get his 10 points. He was like, I got no choice. We had smoked them, literally smoked them. We had them jokers running. The best guy, and I was like, and I told the gym teacher just like this. The reason why I won't join your boys' basketball squad. He was like, why? I was like, look at their feet. They want to be just like him. Look at their feet. Everybody on this boys' basketball squad always want to overheat. Hold on, y'all. And he was looking at their feet. He said they're wearing Jordans. I said they all want to be like him. I won't play. And I was he looked at me. They all looking. I was like, all of y'all suck. And he and I was like, it took me to show y'all can't name one of y'all be like Michael Jordan. And he was like, what you mean? I was like, can any one of y'all shoot a 3-pointer? What's good, Super Blue? How you doing? And one boy said, I can shoot a 3-pointer. I said, how about this? First one to make 20, all 20 shots, gets bragging rights. You go first. He does 15 of 20. I do 18 of 20. He looked at me. He said, no, run that back. And the teacher was like, you lost. He got bragging rights. And hitting him. And I mean, I was hitting all my shots except for the last two. And And I always remember watching certain basketball movies how to shoot. And plus, I was always playing basketball with my cousins now. And thank you. Shoot. If I tried to play now, nope, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even try to get out there. I would have to drop at least a good amount of weight to even try to run, let alone shoot a basketball. The last time I played basketball, I was playing against my god brother. See, Michael Jordan was my favorite ball player. Had all my favorite ball player. But I wanted to be like Larry Bird or Reggie Miller, shooting 3 pointers. Because with me being a short guy trying to go up to the hoop, that was not a must for me. Because the last time I had the ball sent to the other side of the court, made a vow there, I'm shooting 3 pointers from now on. That's what made me good for that 1 year, for that one whole school year. And plus, I had somebody challenging me at all times. And I would sit, and all I can say is, for the gym teacher, hey, hey, look, leftovers all come in handy. It keeps you from having to cook. Cause that's what I'm finna have tomorrow. Tomorrow when I wake up, I'm finna eat. We got some barbecue, shredded barbecue in the kitchen. I'm finna, I'm finna fuck that up. I had a couple nights ago soccer. I had some. I had some. The I had some briskets a couple nights ago. Right before I came live, I was eating on some brisket. Ooh wee! I had some the night before. I ate the rest of it. I ain't go front. I hurt myself. I had some brisket. I was fucking that shit up. I was fucking that shit up. And I got some pulled pork. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I had never had. I've heard people talk about brisket, but I had never had it until a few years ago. Once I started eating it, I'm sorry. I was like, okay, I'm in it. I gotta have this. And I was sitting there, I was fucking that shit up. I didn't even go for it. I was fucking that shit up. I sat there. By the time I realized it, I also had some shredded barbecue with it. I was sure. I got to that brisket. I was eating everything with crackers because I didn't want to constantly eat bread, constantly eat bread. And I sat there, was eating them crackers, fucking that shit up. I got to the brisket. Let me take my glasses off when I say this. When I mean, you know how most folks say, yes, Lord. When I put that brisket to my mouth, yes, it was done. I was, I was like, I put that first piece of brisket in my mouth. First thing I said was, yes, sir, Lord. Yes, sir, Lord. I was sitting there. I took my time with the brisket. I didn't want to eat that too fast. Every piece that I put in my mouth, I didn't even have to repeat it no more. I was just sitting there doing this. I was doing this the whole time as I'm eating it. Girl, I was eating that stuff. I was eating it so slow. When I got down to the last few little scraps, I was scraping the end around the bowl. Make sure I had everything. I took my spoon, was getting it out. I sat there. That stuff. When I say when you eat brisket and it's tender, melting your mouth tender. Oh my goodness, you will hurt yourself trying to eat this, trying to eat it. Period. I feel like this. The ones that say you're not enjoying it, eating slowly. If you eat your food too fast, you're not tasting it. If you eat, I'm saying this because I used to scarf my food down. I never tasted it. You, the only way you know that I was done was when my plate was clear. When I say I took my time, I enjoyed every taste of that brisket. Each piece of brisket that went in my mouth, I was enjoying that taste. I was enjoying that flavor until it was gone. And I ain't gonna front. If I if I do, I'm going to get. I will go get more brisket again. I know. I know I can eat fast. Oh, you ain't never lied. Clear. This is what I call clear Kool-Aid. I put it like this: the people down here in the South cook way different than the people up north. Way different. Everybody's food is good, but it's just when they do it down here, they put a little extra oomph into their food. Make you smack yourself in the mouth. I would I'm gonna say this. If anybody like fish, when they cook fish down here in the South, I mean all I can say is they'll make you hurt yourself with some fish. My mom ordered some fish from a restaurant, ordered me some fish from a restaurant. Hey, Orlando must know what he doing. The the restaurant I wanted to call her I wanted to literally call that restaurant and tell the chef I appreciate the way he did this fish. When I say the seasoning on that fish was like, I mean, you could taste all the seasoning, literally. I sat there, I had a fish. What was it? A three-piece fish with an order of fries or some, with no with macaroni cheese and coleslaw for the side. I could have just ate the fish by itself. I'm chill will. I like I told I love play ready. Oh, that's two dinners. 6 pieces. That's two dinners. That's two sandwiches. If need be, that's three. What is that? You heard what? Heard what you? What did I say? I didn't say nothing. Urchin? Oh no, I never had that. I had California. I also had Gator. I've I've heard of urchin, And I've seen them before on TV, but I never had them in person. I've had calamari before though. Oh yes, right here. I got my plate right here. What's good? If need be, I'll I'll have you put everything else in Wendy's cup. In this cup. Yes. I only had. And the funny thing is, I heard so many people talk about calamari to the point to where. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would look. You you gotta you got it good with me right now. I've had calamari one time, and I used to. Some people used to say it's nasty, and I would never try it. I said finally said skip this, and it was a guy that did fried calamari. I had that stuff. I ate it. When I say I literally cleared that whole plate, I cleared that whole plate. And the one guy laughed. He was like, I ain't never seen nobody clear a plate of calamari. And he was like, you you must really like squid. I was like, this is the first time I had it. It's pretty good. And I was sitting there. I had what was it? The cocktail sauce. And the owner, he was like, just to let you know, I went to the bathroom to go wash my hands because my nose is bleeding. And on the way back to go sit down, he was like, let you know, you just literally broke somebody's record of eating calamari. I looked at him and was like, what you mean? It was like a guy ate had a plate like yours, and it took him 3 minutes and some seconds. You ate yours in under 2 minutes. All right. And I'm looking. I was like, I was really paying too much attention to the time. I was eating it, and he was. You ate that stuff so fast, even though you wasn't in no competition. I was. I was as I was chewing and swallowing one. I was in motion with another one, putting it to my mouth, and it was just repetition. And by the time I looked down, I was picking up the last one. It was a habit. It was a natural habit because I was so used to eating and getting up and moving, getting up and going. I would go eat. Say I'll go get me a Big Mac meal. Sit down. I would get a phone call before I eat my food. All right. I will literally eat my burger, eat my fries, drink my pop within 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I would get up, change clothes, walk right out the door. Anything that I ate, if I got something I need to go do, I would eat fast and take off. I got so used to eating like that to the point to where I eat within a couple minutes. I'm already finished. I'm ready. Now I'm moving around. Now, shit, you can't even pay me enough money to eat that fast. Can't pay me enough money. I can sit at the kitchen table, watch a movie. I've been and sat at the kitchen table, maybe a half an hour, still on the first plate, and I'm just sitting there eating and watching the movie or something. It, I had to literally switch up my eating habits. Oh wow! I'm thinking of going downstairs to see if I could find a bag of popcorn. Nah, I just give me. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off because my phone really needs to charge. Bad. I went from at 25%. Now I'm at 5% with the phone charging. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Let my phone charge. I will see y'all tomorrow around the same bat time, the same bat channel. Peace.